Right. Well, do you mind if Sister Boniface takes a look around?
Who the blazes is Sister Boniface?
Sister Boniface, at your service.
So the premise of the show is a nun unofficially working for the police force solving murders in rural Warwickshire.
And this is, of course, pre-DNA, it's 1960s, so a lot of the science around her is new.
And she works alongside a team of detectives in the local police station in Great Slaughter.
It's sort of stuck in a bubble, this village.
Jude created a character called Sister Boniface who appeared in the first series of Father Brown in The Bride of Christ.
Sister Boniface.
Father Brown.
When we watched the episode in 2012, we both got really excited.
Yeah, it was the first time we saw Lorna on camera, really, as Sister Boniface, and we both said, gosh, there's a spin-off in that show.
Father Brown, he works against the police, so it's very much in opposition to the police, but Sister Boniface is part of the police unit, so she's their scientific advisor.
Well, Lorna Watson is a comedy actress. She senses comedy, she's got an instinct. She brought to the show her wit and her charm.
How to keep your husband honeymoon happy. Have you something to confess, sister? Oh.
She's had an interesting background as well. So she was a code breaker at Bletchley during the war, and she'd done her forensic science PhD and all the rest of it. She's a real brain.
Bingo.
But then she found God and joins a convent, and then is sort of allowed to get involved in local crime solving.
What am I seeing?
Cornflower.
Of course, what was I thinking? So why is it scattered all over our crime scene?
Thickening the plot, perhaps.
Myself and Max Brown, we play both Sam Gillespie, I play Felix Livingstone, and we assist her in solving these cases.
You've got Boniface, the logical brain. You've got Sam, the maverick, intuitive detective. And you've got Felix, the methodical detective.
We have Peggy as well, and she's the best WPC in the county.
Oh, I'm the only WPC in the county. She is a uniformed police constable, so she is half on the beat. She's a familiar face in Great Slaughter, so everyone knows her.
Sister Boniface has a sort of small team around her, and Ruth, when she feels like helping, helps out too.
Say Marrow!
Marrow!
What is open to her as a woman is not necessarily being editor-in-chief of the Times, but the Albion Bugle is what was available, and here she is in this position.
Sam, you need to let me go to press.
Not yet.
Why the hell not? Sorry, sister.
No, that's quite all right. Pretend I'm not here.
She doesn't have a home life particularly. Her weakness is possibly her soft spot for a certain policeman.
There's a bit of flirtation and a bit of frustration.
So they're just one of those couples that you just know that they should be together and they just can't see it.
Look, Sam, if anything comes of this and the Nationals get hold of it first, I will make your life a living hell.
And if there is so much as a word of this in your evening edition, I will return the favour.
Ruth has been known to withhold information in order to get a scoop. And, if you live in Great Slaughter, actually quite fortunate in terms of getting a scoop now and again.
In Great Slaughter, we have a probably higher death toll than Brooklyn, New York, which is unusual for a small village in the Cotswolds.
Great Slaughter should be called Bedlam as it is peopled with lunatics. That's what I would say.
An untimely demise and a most unchristian burial.
Poor beggar.
The murders and crimes in Sister Boniface, I think, are quite bonkers and bizarre and a bit different.
There's one where we have a lot of jigsaws and cold cream, and there's a lot of poison involved.
Are you ready, sister?
Oh, Roger Wilco, Sam.
Obviously, this show is a spin-off from Father Brown, but I do think it has its own DNA.
I think there's something about a a certain type of Englishness, which is Agatha Christie, Nancy Mitford, Jilly Cooper. There's something which people will always have a thirst for.
I suppose it has been a long day. Perhaps it's time for a slice of Battenberg.
Oh, now you're talking.
There's so much history and so much richness and so many characters.
It's that feeling you get, isn't it, when you have like good home-cooked food? It's that warm feeling in your belly. Like, I hope viewers get that, because that's what it feels like when we're working on this. It feels like we're creating something that has a real home element to it.
Loads of murder, light-hearted, beautiful backdrop of the Cotswolds. What's not to love about that?